Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. I am your pseudo-host, the Savage Beard Berry. And I am here joined today by a bunch of cunts. But something I need to bring up with you that's more important than all these bastards, I'm going to start this fucker off with because I have the power now, is this fucking hat. This BeTheBeard amazing hat. Today I've spent most of the day doing fundraising for people on Ground Zero at Hurricane Harvey, physically making a difference, helping shelter the homeless, and take care of motherfuckers. And we're raising money to make sure that they are properly taken care of and fed, and they've got clean water and dry clothes and all that jazz. So down in the description right now is a link to a Streamlabs account where if you make a donation of $5 or more, you'll be put in for a raffle ticket for a drawing of this original prototype hat.
A bit before you go on, put that link in the side chat. I told you I'd forget.
Oh my God damn it, man. You know what?
I'll put it in the chat because he probably doesn't have that open either.
You're screwing up the intro.
I'll be there in a second. God damn it.
It's a beautiful intro. Up until then.
And interrupted by Schmeckel's retardation.
No, printed. Not the live chat link. I need the Streamlabs.
Oh yeah. Yeah, I'm grabbing that in a second here. I'm just going to finish whoring out the hat while it loads.
Yes, keep going.
So I hand-painted this hat freehand during the stream itself with the message and image decided by the chat and by the participants. It is autographed, and I will be making silk screen versions of this, which all the profits after the cost of the hat itself and whatever the internet takes from me will be going directly towards this as well for the next month.
All right. Excellent.
It's going good. How are you guys?
I guess we should kind of introduce you then.
Now that that's out of the way.
Are we going to show the hashtag? Is there a hashtag too?
Yeah, hashtag BeTheBeard.
There you go.
Thank you for doing that. That's my hometown there you're taking care of, and I appreciate that.
There's some people down there that need some help, and somebody's got to fucking do it. So it's a call to action. This whole thing, I'm making a thing.
That's not freedom of speech. It's a call to action.
Yes.
I heard that the shelters were flooding.
They are. Actually, if you go to Houston, I grew up in Houston. I spent 14 years there. It's very, very flat. There are no hills anywhere in Houston. And there's almost no elevation changes whatsoever. So when it floods, the whole city floods.
It's shitty. There's nowhere to go.
I mean,
definitely
you can go to Waco.
But you gotta go far. There's nowhere semi close by to get away.
No, not really. I mean, Houston's built on a swamp, very much like New Orleans. So,
with all that in mind, before we get into the Joy Sparkles bullshit, Beardy, could you tell them a little more about what BeTheBeard is beyond the whole monetary thing?
Beyond the whole contest thing, the actual movement for BeTheBeard. So this is something that's actually pretty valid and important these days, I think, anyways. The idea of being the beard is the idea of taking on personal responsibility. With great beard comes great responsibility. When a natural disaster happens or something just goes fucking haywire, people got to do something about it. It's not just about throwing money at the Red Cross and saying, here, take this, my guilt is gone. It's about finding a neighbor that has nowhere to stay and putting them up with a tent on your lawn. It's about gathering extra canned food from around the neighborhood and driving it down. It's providing blankets and dry clothing. It's doing what you physically can to make a difference if you're close enough to do so, or empowering those who are close enough to do so to make a physical difference. That's what being the beard is about, because I'm tired of handing shit off to charities and to individuals that just kind of put it in their own pocket and run away. It's time to fucking do something and bring back the strength of our community as human beings. That's what being the beard is about.
I think I just fell in love with you, man.
No, I was already in love with it.
It's got the perfect angle for that.
Sometimes it takes a savage to point out the fucking simple shit.
Yeah.
There's enough. Yeah, it's fucking time. It's time to put our fucking feet to the pavement.
So some might say that this is all due to toxic masculinity, but we all know that's bullshit.
No, it's
watch me accomplish greatness through toxic masculinity.
It's about a beard, and therefore it's sexist somehow.
No,
no. That's the thing. It's not about wearing a beard. It's right in the name. It's about being the beard. You don't need to have a beard to be the beard.
Well, somehow it's sexist and I feel left out.
That's fine.
It's very, very, very sexist.
It is. True.
You know what? I'd like to point out a very important thing. Women, too, get beards.
I'll tell you this, too. Women can also be beards.
Oh, yeah.
Yes.
Oh my gosh.
I'm actually like pre-90s. I remember when gay was not cool, you know. Women were beards.
Yep.
We're beards. Right. That's
everyone
what
knows.
I was waiting for.
So ladies, in this day and age of gay marriage being perfectly okay and acceptable and wild, you can still be the beard.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
Some of those gays still want to hide it. Go out there, ladies. Be the beard.
Be the beard.
Helping your neighbors.
That's like the perfect marriage. They never have to sleep with them, and they still get the security of a marriage.
Yeah,
exactly.
Every woman's dream is to be the
But,
beard.
it's a good thing you're doing. It's definitely a good movement. It's one I'd like to see.
It's something I do on my own to begin with. It's just I want to see more people do it, and I don't feel right not leading by example. So now that I got the example going, I'm hoping to keep it going. This is going to be a theme that's going to stick around for a while.
Right.
If I can, through comedy, also inspire people to be more awesome, fucking A. Because it's not for me either. It's for all of our children and their children and so on.
Is it wrong of me for now to like kind of hope for a national disaster on my hometown so that I can be the beard?
Just has to be somewhere within driving distance, really.
I mean, where are the hurricanes in my hometown?
I don't know. I'm on the Ring of Fire though. I'm in Earthquake Central, so it's something that happens around here. I'm also in Wildfire Land, so there's opportunities.
California.
No, I'm up in Canada.
Oh, even worse. I mean,
yeah, believe me, I know.
Wow.
I fucking
our national.
You have a normal voice.
I know, right?
To be fair, for Canada, our national disasters are our politicians.
like honestly, I haven't heard Beardbarians say "a" one time. So like, I never.
What you talking about?
Like
He's
45
just a
seconds.
failure of a Canadian. It's okay.
I am the best, worst Canadian ever.
You are. you should just represent all of us because you make us all look good.
That's why we need hashtag Beardy for Prime Minister 2019. Get a trend.
Oh, okay. The country supports hashtag BeTheBeard. We do not support that one.
Okay, we're just gonna move to my channel.
I
Fuck
want to be
this
officially
one.
affiliated on that one. I don't know if I follow the cunt stream on my.
It'll be a blemish on your campaign.
Oh, goddamn!
Now after significant shilling for a wonderful cause, which by the way, I'm totally hashtagging the shit out of that tomorrow, Beard. I'm actually kind of interested in this Joy Sparkles base moment. I haven't heard anything of it. I don't know anything, so
Everybody wants the drama.
pour it on me.
So let me put on my Mean
Girls
Girls mode shit here.
I was gonna say we have to be mean to somebody again.
Yeah, we've been too helpful. We've like solved problems and shit. Now we need to blow stuff up.
There's not enough
it's all
of the
about
Mean
the
Girls
balance.
here.
That's an important part. We're monsters. That's what people got to remember. We're just monsters that do shit when it counts.
I'm a real monster.
There's nobody to conquer and destroy if everyone's dead.
Yeah, I'm not really a monster until you come into my rape cave, and then it's like a different story.
Yeah, all dolphins are rapists.
Well, I mean, so long as there's a proper warning beforehand, it's really your fault for going.
Just part of our culture, man. The Arabs stole it from us.
Oh yeah, I got you.
Oh shit.
Okay, so anyway, Chambers, Base Mama, the two of you know it better than any of us.
Fill us in, because I'm one of those guys who knows nothing.
People that don't know.
You on it from the beginning or what?
Yeah, let's go with the beginning.
Let's start at the start.
Well,
I literally know
there
nothing.
was some stuff going on before that I didn't know about because here's what I knew previous to the video about Joy. Nothing. I didn't know who the fuck she was, didn't give a fuck. It took me a couple of days after I made the first video to figure out that she was that chick on YouTube or on Twitter who kept fucking tagging me like every damn tweet. She was tagging me. So I muted her like after about 12 tags. I'm like, fucking stop tagging me and shit. I don't fucking know you. Like, why? I hate it when people do that. Just word to the wise. That's very fucking rude. And unless you have somebody's permission, don't do that.
And you're getting tagged in for what type of tweets? Like just anything? What? Like
every time she made a video or tweeted something about Daddy 5 or whatever, it was like constant tagging. God. Like that shit is annoying, and I bitch at people all the time for like adding me to tags or throwing me into fucking group chats without asking me first. Like I hate that shit.
I get a lot of that too, but I don't mind it so much because it'll be at worst a video a day, which, you know what, fuck it. With Joy, it
feels like once a day, like whatever, right? But I didn't realize that she was anybody on YouTube. I'd never fucking heard of her. I didn't know who she was, and I didn't give a shit. I went to take my kids to.
Don't just tag strangers in your shit.
Well, here's how the fuck I even discovered her. I drove to take my kids to go see their dad, and on the way home, I get a frantic, crying phone call. Make her stop. You got to do something. Make her stop. Make her stop. She's saying she has information. I don't know what she's talking about. Make her stop. Okay. Who? What the fuck is happening right now? Like, I'm thinking it's mommy of 5 because I'm like, what? She says Joyce. So I'm like, who the fuck is Joyce? Okay. So she like sends me a link to a video. I watched the video. I watched like 2 more videos and I'm like, holy fucking shit. So I'm like, well, what am I supposed to do? I don't know. Make her stop. I can't talk about it. You got to make her stop. So I'm like, all right, well, she's clearly a drama channel. Yeah. So I made a drama video. Because if you will go through my library, you will see this is not the kind of shit I normally engage in. I don't care. But this shit fucking... All right, so I make the fucking video, and I'm like, I don't know what the fuck I'm doing, to be honest with you, because I don't do this shit. So I'm like, whatever, fucking leave it. Okay. Then she's like, well, I wasn't going to talk about it anyway. And then she makes like 35 fucking live streams about how she's got secret information, but she's not going to talk about it right now. Which, all right, if you're in the middle of a high fucking... But this is what I'm saying. You're in the middle of a international custody fucking battle. Everybody knows about it. You got the fucking UK and Australia reporting on this shit. And there's some fucking bitch on YouTube going, I got secret information, but I'm not going to tell you what it is. Like, okay, fine. You want to use that as a play to get more views? Whatever, that's cool. But why wouldn't you tell the mother what your information is and how you got it?
No, and at this point, I don't think it's for views. It's like I said to you before. At first, it seemed like... Great, she's trying to help. She has a nice following. It's a good thing. And then it was like, okay, this for the views, but maybe she'll help. And now it's like, no, she's just a crazy cunt.
Well,
she's
like,
good in the profession.
I think it was like April, maybe. I don't know. Somebody sent me the link to the tweet, and I read the thread. But Monday, Matt was like, you got to chill with this shit because you're going to make this into... not a serious issue. It's going to become YouTube drama and nobody's going to give a shit. And that's what happened. Like, yeah, not to toot my own little horn, but toot, I know a lot of big fucking people, and I couldn't get them to support the GoFundMe or to cover this at fucking all because she was all the fuck over it, turning it from a serious issue that we need to talk about as a YouTube community to it's just fucking drama. So nobody wanted to touch it. Nobody wanted to talk about it. It looked like a big fucking mess. And right now I can't get anybody to talk about it. It's become that much of a fucking drama issue. And it was headed that way, I don't know, like a month after it happened. It was getting bad.
Yeah.
No, it's one of the reasons it took me so long to put out a video about it. Mm-hmm. Because it was for the most part, like there was the Daddy of Five situation, but everything surrounding it was just stupid drama.
Well, yeah,
I ended up
I didn't
snapping after one of Chambers' recent videos, and it was like, no, cunt, you're gonna harm shit for these kids. Fuck off, get out.
That's really
and that's kind
depressing.
of the thing. Go ahead.
No, it's just really depressing. Like that somebody could not take into account how badly their actions are affecting something that should have been a positive thing.
Well, it's because she refuses to see that there's any harm being done. Because she's a fucking crazy person. I can't
but that's
that
kind of the thing.
anymore.
It's like,
She is
people were trying to tell her, and like, you got like, stop tagging, you know, like she stuffs tags, which is a TOS violation. And she ought to fucking know better, but like, she's still tagging stuff Daddy of Five. She's still using the kid's name. She's still using Rose's name. And Rose's not happy about this, but she ain't gonna jump into the fray because, well, would you? Like, I mean, they've got the criminal trial coming up. I guess this is what, right at this moment, is really fucking getting my goat. They have the criminal trial coming up. The kids are due to testify. She's got a lot of fucking shit on her plate right now.
Yeah,
that's what's getting under my fucking skin really bad.
Oh yeah, and I can see that, like, as you as a friend of Rose, like, obviously the emotional effect it's having on her is a huge part of it. The main thing for me is the case could be fucking compromised by your behavior, Joy. You could I guess the two are kind of tied together, but
it's kind of like she's flaunting this connection to Rose and to her lawyer, and she's acting crazy, and she's, you know, clearly going after Chambers, clearly going after me. She's probably going to go after Nick next to try to break everybody down.
Nick?
But like, Nick Monroe was the reporter who was breaking the story as it went. And excuse me. But it's like, I don't know. I mean, I can't imagine what she's trying to deal with on top of this. Like, I know everything she does because the drama llamas are all up in my DMs. Like, oh my God, she just went live on you now. Like, I don't care, but okay. But somebody sent me a moment that they captured where he was texting Rose in the middle of the fucking night, basically wanting vindication. Okay, criminal trial coming up, like, fucking think a little bit. Like, she's super fucking stressed out, and you're like, here, vindicate me right now, in the middle of the night.
Wake the fuck up and tell people you're not afraid of my behavior. Do it, cunt, do it, now.
Yeah,
you're not afraid of me, right?
I'm picturing your wide, unblinking eyes, just...
Like, holy shit, man. And that's kind of, like, it's amazing to me that she wouldn't see it. As fucked up as that sounds, like, how out of it do you have to be to not realize that, like, you are fucking stressing her the fuck out, making her life a lot worse than it needs to be, when everybody was like, oh, she got a lawyer, let's back off and shut the fuck up because, you know, she needs to do this. I would never, ever have gone after her at all if I wasn't asked to. I would have just been like, well, she's crazy, and I would have let her be crazy.
If she was just regular, harmless crazy, that's one thing. But she's not, like, I guess regular shouldn't have played in there, but she's not harmless crazy.
Right.
She's...
Yeah.
dangerous isn't even the word, but she's problematic.
Well, another thing is that the Daddy of Five fans fucking love her. Every time she'd post a fucking video or go live, they're like, oh, Joy's live. Because family court is not like criminal court, okay? You can say, they could walk in there with one of Joy's crazy fucking streams where she's running off at the mouth and saying, I talked to Tim, I talked to Joy, or I talked to Rose. And then they can go, well, these are the people that she hangs out with, and I think that it's not in the kid's best interest for her to have them because, you know, she's associating with people like this, but she doesn't see it like that.
It's the difference between a working mind and what Joy's got.
Well, it's like, you gotta, like, I don't know. Anybody who's ever been through the crooked family court system, they know how easy it is to just say shit in court, and now you're on the fucking ropes trying to defend yourself against it.
Oh yeah, people can make claims like with no evidence and just throw it out there.
Exactly. Like, this can be spun. I'm not saying it will be. I'm not saying if they tried, it would work. But Daddy of Five could probably use Joy's presence in this situation against Rose.
But she's so manic all the time. Like,
again, crazy.
Time bomb of a human being.
You know, she is not sound of mind. Did I mention the angels thing? The speaking to angels thing?
No.
Yeah, you know, it's not the talking to angels thing that really gets me. It's she talks to the Archangel Michael, God's most favorite angel, who has apparently nothing better to do than hang out with Joy.
I used to have some fun times with a bunch of hippies that swore that they spoke to Michael, and if she's smoking what they were smoking, I understand why she's as manic as she is. But otherwise, that bitch needs
makes sense. On drug, maybe she's not crazy.
So all my hippies ate cookies that made them believe that they could speak to Michael, but same situation, man. I mean,
yeah, it's an easy place for people to go.
I zoned out there. Are we talking Michael Jackson? Because that's not a sound mind.
No, we're talking the Archangel Michael and how Joy and a bunch of crazy hippies that do excellent drugs all speak to Michael the Archangel.
Doesn't she?
Joy's not crazy. She's on acid.
Doesn't she also? Wait. Doesn't she also discourage people from getting treatment for autism? Because there's special.
Is she one of those?
Yeah.
No, wait. She didn't. She referred to a system of belief that discouraged it. Like she's plenty crazy without false accusations.
Well, that's why I was asking. I thought like, isn't she still part of it, or didn't she go back?
I don't know. I don't keep up with her enough to know.
I mean, maybe she has, but I mean, there's plenty of obvious crazy without speculative crazy.
Pretty much.
Like, she's like, do any of you know what an indigo child is?
Yeah, that's what I'm talking about.
Yeah.
That's hippies, man.
They believe they're star people.
Poor kids.
I honestly don't know anything about that stuff.
Definitely raised in a fucked up fashion, but so were a lot of people who went on to become functioning members of society and not Joy Sparkle's BS.
Having a fucked up family doesn't mean you're gonna be fucked up. You don't always have to be.
No one has a fucked up family.
Yeah, I was gonna say.
Like, I'm just guessing based on how he looks, but he probably has a fucked up family. Samaj's brother killed and raped 14 children.
Are you fucking kidding? No, don't go that rumor.
Hey, whoa, that was 12, and the other 2 were full-grown adults.
Oh my god! Oh my god!
It was a large Mexican family.
Just one.
They were all in
Nobody's
one.
gonna miss one Mexican family.
They were all in one hatchback too. It was really interesting.
All right, and they missed one. So
Why it always gotta go there, man?
So if one was missed, is that how we got Opal?
Canadians are so racist against Mexicans.
Not all of us.
Actually,
not all of us.
We're so
just on the East Coast.
It's a joke because you can't be racist against a nationality.
They're like our rivals.
Oh, you're like, Mexico's like America's pants, Canada's like America's hat. They're just fighting over which is the more preferred clothing choice at this point.
Canada is literally the country above you with its dick hanging down inside you.
Yes.
Always remember that.
I love that picture. It is my favorite picture ever. America doesn't look happy about it either. We're not even giving him a reach around.
In the wise words of Rucka Rucka Ali, Canada, you're only there till you do something we don't like.
Then why haven't we been quashed yet after we became a feminist waste fucking land?
He's under control.
We were not far behind.
No,
wait.
I
just realized we have Sinatra here.
Hey, Sinatra.
What's going on?
Your gun video that I was going to make a response to, like the Steve Shives one. And then I realized I didn't actually disagree with you on more than this.
Steve Shives makes me want to go buy like a gun store just because I know it'll piss him off.
You said something about 1812. And the fact is, you were incorrect. We kicked your ass in 1812.
Yeah, they really did kick our ass, Sinatra. I mean, we
burned down honestly, your White House.
Honestly,
oh yeah, you did. I forgot that happened.
Yeah, 1812 was like the worst war ever. We basically, all our major cities, except for Boston, were either occupied or destroyed. And the British dumped a bunch of armament on one fort outside of Boston. And then the next day, the Americans raised a flag, and the British were like, fuck, they still have a flag. I guess we lose. Shit. I mean, that's like literally what we're told how the war ended. That's not how it ended at all. But yeah, that's the story.
Hey man, Christopher Columbus didn't kill nobody, and he was a great man.
He was a totally awesome dude. He was trying to go for diversity and inclusion.
He wasn't a genocidal rapist maniac.
My local liberal arts college has done away with Columbus Day and has renamed it Indigenous Peoples Day.
Oh God.
Okay.
We got Fenrir of the Right in the chat.
I went there to see Andrew Clavin speak.
He thinks they won.
Well, I'm pretty sure just one.
The only reason the White House is white is because you only had fucking white fence paint to paint it after we burnt it down.
Fenrir, give it to him. Like it's the one time that Canada did anything successful. Like
true. I will admit that it was our one accomplishment.
All right.
I mean, we have poutines. We have
let me give you all Americans the leg up on us over the burning of the White House. That happened while Canada was still a colony. It was not a Confederate country yet.
Yeah, I was gonna
it was still the British. Like it was the colonists that became Canada, but no, it was the British.
I was gonna throw it out there that they did most of their burning and pillaging and looting basically with the help of the British.
Well, yeah, and the next time we go looting and pillaging and not raping. Don't say that.
Probably.
That's appropriating my fucking barbarian culture right there, man.
Yeah.
That's appropriating troll culture.
Yeah, I'm sorry. Who has the upper hand on the rape culture? Thank you.
I'm pretty sure just the entirety of Los Angeles County could kick all of Canada's ass. We'll just tell them that there was some people talking shit at the north end, and they'll just go through like
fucking
talking shit.
Please do.
The funny thing is, Sinatra, we don't even have to go that far. We can just like take, I don't know, Pumpkin, Texas, with a population of 561, and they'll hold off. Like, just go to Texas. You'll find the people to hold off the Canadians.
Well, that's because we'll be apologizing.
The Texans are nowhere near us. By the time they showed up, like a couple of your cities would be decimated.
Yeah, but the Texans would get their revenge, and then we would own Canada afterwards.
But not until after we
do it. Oh my fuck!
One of the guys going to take out cow cheese, Wisconsin. You can fucking have it.
Fundamental elements about Texans is they don't know when to stop.
The entirety of Maine, if we focused all our forces there.
You can have Maine.
No, dude. Maine has.
We don't want Maine. We just want Maine gone.
Just cut it off and push it out into the ocean. I've been trying to get that campaign going to push Florida out for years.
Is that like the anti-Israel mindset? Like just wipe it off the map. I'm just gonna wipe Maine off the map.
Yeah, you take a Sharpie, you just kind of scribble it out, and problem solved.
Color it blue, it becomes part of the ocean.
On all the Canadian maps, Maine just doesn't exist. It's just more of the Atlantic Ocean.
Yeah, it's not there. Sorry, guys.
What is a Maine?
Unfortunately, on the Canadian maps, Quebec still exists, which is far worse than Maine.
Yeah, I'll agree with that. But then again, we have San Francisco, so I can't really say much.
Nothing is worse than Quebec.
1,000 times better than Quebec.
Nothing is worse than Quebec.
No. You have to understand, a city like Quebec is still pegging a city like San Francisco.
I'm going to dump you in Quebec and see how you feel about it.
It is the size of Mexico and it's full of cunts. Annoying, evil cunts that hate you for speaking English.
But at least they have poutine.
I think it was like the last two Disney movies that had like San Francisco in there. There was like Inside Out, which was like they moved to San Francisco, and then there was Big Hero 6 to go to San Francisco, as I do air quotes that you guys can't see. And I'm like, I think you guys love this place, and it's like social justice hellhole.
Yeah.
And of course, consider if you ever seen Big Hero 6, you know the whole woman up thing. It's so fucking cringy.
Did you guys know Canada's 50% A?
He's not wrong.
God damn it.
Samaj and I are an accurate representation.
My mind is unraveling so soon.
Yeah, Schmeckler, you're definitely the most Canadian sounding of any of us.
I think I peed myself a little on that one.
It's the one reason why I invited Futter for a while. His accent's worse.
He gets a little trailer park boy sometimes. Like you see him knocking the boots around.
Oh yeah, he gets the maritime slang going, and he gets the.
No, I've gotten really, really good at avoiding those two words.
You haven't.
No, you haven't.
You think you have, and you don't remember because you're drunk all the time.
Probably explained by the lack of trying, but
why don't you just tell us about it?
Not even a boot.
It's a boat.
I don't know where that came from. It's much closer to a boat.
No, it's definitely a boot.
No, it's a boat.
It's a boat.
It'll come. Listen for it. I'm sure I'll end up saying it. At some point, I'm gonna ask what the fuck you're talking about.
If you got a boat,
that just sounds New England.
Yeah, that's where do you think they get it from? Where do you think the Cajuns came from? We have tainted that entire coastline leading.
Yeah, like I said, in 1812 they raped and pillaged. They left some of that Canadian A seed in our
the difference is we pronounce the OU. You don't. You say OW. Out.
Yeah, that's how it's pronounced.
What you're speaking of?
Why are we talking
They're
about?
They're angry that Canadians enunciate words properly. It's okay.
Why are we talking about the?
Yeah, it's not spelled ABOOT.
It's not a boot.
It's a boat.
Explain to me why we're talking about the linguistic.
How is that not a W? You just said about.
Everyone, shut the fuck up. Samaj has a point. Let's go back to the point. But we have twice the viewers we usually have. I'm sure they're here for a reason.
Well, yeah, I imagine we have something more important to talk about than the linguistic uses of the snow nigger language.
No. Nobody wants to hear about Joy being a fucking crazy bitch.
So anyway,
there's a hat up for grabs.
Where did you?
Oh, that's true.
You're gonna make fun of us for speaking clearly and concisely.
What are you talking about?
I ate 9 cans of raviolis.
A lot more clearly than we do.
Hey, can you stop doing that, eh?
Alcohol makes you feel warm.
Just like a hug from
You need that up here. Now, Beardy once punched his way through a fucking sheet of ice to save his neighbors. That's what Canada's like.
That's every winter up here, man. It's fucking gross. I live right on the coast, so it's
like
really humid to begin with, but it doesn't get cold enough quite for the snow to stick around. In the daytime, it all turns into rain, so we get inches thick sheets of ice that trap people in their homes that can't get out, as well as the snow that's in there. So I spend my winter digging people out.
Yeah, like, that's what, and I don't think like you don't live. Whereabouts are you? Like which?
I'm on Vancouver Island, a small ass town on top of a mountain.
Yeah, so not one of the fucking colder areas of the country.
It's just the fucking freezing rain. It's actually pretty reasonable here.
Whereabouts are you?
Vancouver Island. I'm just above Seattle on the west coast.
Oh, is that right? Hey.
Nobody except Shelly lives.
Right, Dolphin, shut up, buddy. Base. Where did you leave off in the Joy Sparkles saga?
I don't even remember.
I think it was something about. Jesus Christ! It was something balding. Some guy named Nick, and like how she's gone after you. She's gone after Chambers. She might go after him.
Oh, she definitely will. I think Chambers could probably explain it better, but I was very clear from the beginning that the bitch is fucking crazy, and I'm gonna show it. And the reason—
No. I watched her video from today. You said like 8 crazies, and I think you went a little short with that. There were a couple more crazies you could have been in.
Dude, the more you get to know about her, the fucking crazier she seems. Like, it's staggering. But basically, like, here was my issue with her, like, because after that shit, I started keeping fucking tabs on her, like, you know, what's she up to? Because, like, she knew shit that did not happen at court. She knew shit she should not have fucking known. And that freaked everybody the fuck out. So, like, naturally, right? So you're like, what? How the fuck is she, like, how does she know this shit? Where's she getting her information from? Like,
is there any chance you could be a little more specific about what she knew that she shouldn't have?
Wait, before we get into that, can we discuss the matters of the case? Is it resolved? Has there been?
I'm not clear on that, so no, I'm not gonna.
Okay.
Yeah, here's the thing. Rose doesn't want us talking about the Pacifics. I've spoken to Rose and I've told her thing. Whatever, shut up.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to call a nix on that. Like, we shouldn't be talking specifics about a case that's currently in litigation.
Yeah, and that's what I'm saying. I want to hear the history of the shit with Joy.
Right.
Don't say anything that'll.
That's why I'm trying to be intentionally vague. I'm intentionally being oblique. Anyway, she knew shit that was enough to scare people into believing that she had somebody potentially following Rose. So that's why I got tapped to fucking do anything at all about it.
But
fuck. All right.
Sorry to interrupt again, but to clarify, it's potentially, like, there's no confirmation that she did, right?
Oh no, I have messages from a fan of hers, like, saying, yeah, she asked people that she knew were in the area to go down there, gather information at the courthouse, gather information about Rose. Like, so we know she asked her followers to do that. I mean, she's still trying to pretend like it. Oh no, I fucking tweeted the screenshot. Like, that's when your fans are coming to me, you got issues.
I'm just saying the source might not be entirely reliable.
One moment. Dolphin, whatever you're doing, we can hear it.
Oh, I'm sorry.
What's the clicking noise?
I'm playing with my.
I just it should be clear.
It's not important.
Not a confirmed thing, a likely thing.
Sorry, I missed that because of talking crosstalk. What?
We should just be clear. If it's not confirmed, then, you know, I'm not saying I doubt that that's the case, but you do have to acknowledge we don't know for sure, right?
Okay, let's go from there then. All right, so we have suspicion that this is the case. How's that?
Yeah, much better. I'm just trying to,
allegedly
as honest as possible.
So I started keeping tabs on her, and a lot of people started DMing me and asking me you know, she's talking about this secret information, and she talks to Rose, and she talks to Rose's lawyer, and are they leaking shit outside of the gag order? Because that's what it fucking seems like. And I'm like, shit. So it was making it look like either Rose or her lawyer were talking to Joy about the case outside of the gag order. Like, she was intentionally being vague about it. So it was like, I don't know what the fuck her plan was. I don't know. I don't give a shit. But it was freaking Rose out and making everybody look fucking shady as fuck. So we actually had to get her to admit publicly that she had not talked to Rose or her lawyer about the case since the gag order went into effect. So that way they would be clear and fucking hands off from this shit.
Who's not supposed to talk about it with the gag order?
The
Rose
people involved in the case.
Okay. Yeah. Well, something else she didn't say that I guess everybody knows now is she allegedly compiled an evidence reel that she gave to Rose's lawyer to use in court, which would have potentially made her subject to the gag order because she would have been like what do you call it? It's not I can't remember the term. Something witness. So thankfully they ended up throwing it out of court, which is good. But
was that the one Suit made?
I think so. I'm not actually clear on that.
Actually, no,
because I've ever seen was the one that Suit Yourself made. It's like 20 minutes long.
Actually, when I was still talking with Joy, I had her forward those emails to me that she gave to Tim. They were separate evidence reels, something completely different from what Suit did. And actually, she told me the ones that Suit did were unusable. Now, whether or not they actually got used in court, I have no idea.
Well, I know that the evidence reel got thrown out anyway. So it got checked out, so all that help that she gave really wasn't any help at all.
What did it get thrown out on the basis of, do you know?
The fact that they were cut up videos, most likely.
I think that's what it was, because you couldn't establish a chain of not a chain of custody, but yeah. So like you have to be able to prove the source. Like you know how you can archive a page, so if somebody deletes it, it's the copy is still there. So like you can use an archive like that. But you can't just like chop up an edited video and put it in there.
I see.
So you have to be able to prove its origin.
Yeah, chain of custody kind of explains it all.
Yeah, it's not chain of custody; it's something else. But anyway, so basically, I did the video. I knew I was gonna get fucking shit all over for it. I didn't really care. But then at the same time, Chambers did a live stream with Joy. Had not watched Joy's video, had not watched my video, had not had a chance to talk to Rose because I believe Chambers was at work when Rose called her. So she does this live stream with Joy and says, no, I can confirm everything she said was true, not realizing what Joy was saying, not on YouTube. Because she does shit on you now and she talks on Twitter too. So if you're not avidly following her like on every platform, you're going to miss this shit.
That sounds like a paranoid fucking crazy person.
I don't know about that, but...
No. Beardy. What part of what we've told you about Joy tonight has not added up to...
Oh, no, there's no surprise there. It's just, wow, what a freaking psycho host beast.
No, she's fucking nuts.
So over the next couple of days, Chambers gets caught up on what the fuck is going on, and then she asked me to make another video to kind of clarify like who you're fucking dealing with here. So I did that one, and Joy put both of them in her fucking Base Mama Sucks video, which I don't care about. I mean, I could go after her for content ID, but I don't see the fucking point. People keep telling me I ought to.
No, don't.
We don't got to sing to that level.
I won't go after somebody with a content strike.
What I would
blatantly just
but what I would be worried about with her though is that she's using Daddy of 5, which is a registered name, by the way, and She's using the kids' names and Rose's names in her tags. And, you know, she got Daddy of 5 at the beginning of all of her videos that have fuck all to do with it, by the way. She does this video about our fucking Twitter fight, but it's got Daddy of 5 in the title. Like, it's pretty bad. I'm like, you gotta fucking quit, but she ain't gonna quit. And, oh yeah, the receipts.
Even though she's not, I do think she's just fucking nuts and obsessed. There is still that element of, yeah, I want the fucking views. Very in all of this. That's why Daddy of 5 is in videos that are about you and her arguing.
Yeah, and I do think that that's what it is. I mean, I don't keep up with her because I don't really give too much of a shit other than, like, I get pissed because she's fucking dragging Joy's dragging Rose into this shit over and over and over again, and Rose got other fucking shit to do. She wants to fucking Twitter spat. Fine, let's fight on Twitter. Leave Rose and the kids the fuck out of it. Why do you have to drag them in and tag them in all your shit when you're having a fucking fight with me or whatever? Like, leave them the fuck alone. You want to fight with me? Fine, we'll fucking argue. Whatever.
I think that in and of itself is kind of the evidence that this is not really about Daddy 5, Rose, or the kids. It's really about her popularity and fame.
Oh, it definitely is. And one of the other things is that she's like, why did you private those videos? I privated them because Rose asked me to, at the same time that she asked Joy to stop making videos about everybody and stop saying that she had information that she didn't have. And Rose forwarded me all of her emails with Joy. Like, she's like, I am not with this woman. I am like, no, I don't know what she knows. I don't know why she won't tell me what she knows. Like, she's dangling this shit out there in front of a mother in pain.
I've just got to be curious because, like, I'm very confused at the moment, and I want to ask you. I don't want to interrupt you, Schmeckel, but
the better guy with your voice said something in the chat. Wizard of Cause says, I'm going to make a video about Daddy of 5 and Based Mama, and I'm going to call it Hatchet Fight, and it'll involve Based Mama killing Joy Sparkle in a hatchet fight with actual hatchets.
Wizard of Cause.
I'm so fucking ready for this, man. I'm so fucking ready for it.
That is fucking cultural appropriation, you son of a...
No, I give you full permission to make her look like a barbarian. As a barbarian, you got the clear. You are clear of cultural appropriation of barbarians. Go forth, my savage gentleman.
That guy steals my voice.
Well, yeah, he probably.
And you guys all give him credit. It's like I'm stealing his voice. I've got 2 years on that guy. Come on,
2 years? Is that it?
Yeah, I'm like 2 years older than him.
Yeah. I thought was a young guy.
He won't even give me like a legit address to send him meat. Screw that guy.
Well, of course not. You stole his voice. What the fuck else are you gonna do to him?
Well, I'm ruining his current liver.
I'll fucking take some liver. You send me some fucking meat.
I told you guys. My wife is going to beat me senseless if I send any more out without at least getting like delivery charges.
Wizard of Cause?
We will sort that out, man. We will sort that out.
I heard there was some old ass fish in here talking shit. What was that? Some old ass tuna can, motherfucker ass, raggy ass tuna can, talking shit up in here. What's that about?
Last fucking time you got on a stream with me, I love how you fucking love me and leave me and abandon me, you son of a bitch.
Holy shit, my vocal competitor.
I'm sorry. Wait a second. I'm sorry. Hold on.
Hold on. No, you think your competition with me? I'm sorry. Are you under the impression?
All I have to do
is just like act like I'm drunk, and I suddenly sound like Wizard of Cause.
No, you just have to.
No, I seriously don't sound. Are you serious?
No, I definitely hear this.
I'll be honest.
I'll tell you what. I will make my own stream. And
I'm not even joking here. If you pick up a smoking habit, the voice gets better.
No, it does.
No, it definitely does.
Yeah, I've been off of cigarettes, like, full-time smoker for a couple months now, and I'm already noticing it's like No, where's it going? Where's that rasp going? Give it back.
The dulcet pipes.
Give me the rasp. Keep the cancer. We'll call it even.
It's an even trade-off. You die 10 years younger.
You know what we gotta do?
Like your voice.
At some point, Wizard of Cause, you and I need to do a back and forth of who's on first, just to fuck with the entire internet.
Is this like
I think
like who at this point? Who at this point is talking?
I gotta fix this. Goddamn.
Someone in the chat's calling it the vocal fry.
I was gonna ask if that was like the thinking man's version of collab.
Oh, Wizard! Oh no!
No, it's 3 nights. I'm turning it.
Yes.
It's like a daily thing. If I go on a stream on a day, I need to take a dig at the white YouTuber for.
I completely forgot about our collab.
We were supposed to do one of them.
Yeah, you offered me a collab just to rub it in Whitey's face.
Oh no! Honestly, not doing it is even better than actually doing it.
True. Cool.
Just the offer is out there.
Yeah. He's like, hey, bro, want to do a collab? I don't know. I'll get back to you. Sinatra, what are you doing?
Well, let's just be honest. Everyone likes Stork with Sinatra.
At this point, someone's just going to accuse me of stealing Gemini's game. It's like, what, you just shit all over Whitey? That's what you do?
But it's so easy.
No, that's everybody's game.
Yeah.
That's the best part of Whitey. He's the perfect punching bag.
Yep.
And his affinity for buttholes.
The pod.
Buckets?
Whitey loves buttholes. I don't know why.
Oh, I thought you said buckets.
No, buttholes.
No.
He loves buttholes.
Yeah, we don't talk about buckets very often on this channel.
Oh no, there's been talk of buckets. In fact, like I'm noting, like there's a noted lack of wrath of bucketry here.
Yeah, Wrath in his whole bucket.
Yeah, Wrath is not here during the week anymore. He got a real job.
So instead, I'm here. You know what? I will.
Yeah,
I will
Beard is replacement.
Oh, okay.
Way better replacement. Can we make this a permanent change?
I don't know. I'm gonna miss the finger.
Yeah, I bet you do.
It kind of takes.
Someone
Wrath will be here on Saturdays and maybe Sundays, but
depending on whether or not his buckets are sorted. I guess.
You know, it's funny if this was a Saturday. And Wrath was here. My little video, which I'm going to dub fan fiction, will come true.
If this was a Saturday, I'd be lying on top of my rooftop watching happy people leave the bar through binoculars and crying. Okay.
Like every Saturday.
Exactly. No, wait. Tell me you don't do the same thing.
No, I'm married, so I do the same thing on the hood of my car.
Just looking into other people's houses.
Looking into other people's houses.
No,
look at them. They're having.
Oh my God, honey! An unwed couple moved across the street. Oh, all right. Well, I guess we'll see you at 2 a.m. 3 a.m.
No, I'm kidding. I love my wife. She listens to these streams, so I love her.
I love my wife and her very judging gaze from. Hi, honey.
That's like the worst thing you ever hear. It's like, oh yeah, my wife listens to this.
All right. Now, because we're speaking about terrible and abusive relationships, let's get back on the topic of Joy Sparkle.
Yeah, actually,
that is an abusive relationship. God damn.
I'd like to say, full disclosure, one of the reasons I've never touched this subject is because Cody...
shut up for a second, Nick.
Son of a bitch.
No, say what you were gonna say.
No, I was gonna say it's really hard for me to even discuss the subject because when I look at Cody, like I see myself. That was me growing up, getting knocked around, getting hit around, and everybody. It's just a big joke for everybody until you grow up and you realize that you hate the people who did it to you. And like the only thing I wanted to say to Daddy O 5 is like, you'll know in 10 years. You'll know in 10 years exactly what you've done.
Yeah, and it's sad, but yeah, I mean, they've got a pretty long road ahead.
The kid's angry now, but he's going to hate you and think of ways to kill you in 10 years. I know from experience. I'm telling you.
And dolphin.
It was really hard for me to even talk. I don't even want to touch the subject, honestly.
Well,
I don't mind talking about Joy Sparkles.
I know you're really drunk right now, so I'm just saying.
Actually, no, I haven't been drinking for the past few hours.
Let me offer this. I'd say Daddy 05's biggest mistake was that he didn't actually abuse his kids in the correct way. Like if I ever release videos of me and my daughter, because like I troll her on a daily basis. If I pick her up from school or I'm walking home, I'll just give her a nickname. Like Big Money was a big one. She's like, my name's not Big Money. I'm like, yeah, but you're so popular. I'm not popular. Yeah, you are.
So you dad joke her to death.
This is what you do for popular people, and you go. Yeah, I mean, it's like I was doing one thing. I was walking her back, and I'd just be like, "Hey, Quinn, what?" Silence. It's like I never said nothing. Do it like 4 or 5 times, and then when she noticed I was doing it, and she'd like fall for it because she's used to it, she'd be like, "God damn it!" I could just see the kid version of "God damn it." Be like, "Oh, God, stop it, Dad!
I fell for it again."
Yeah, no, you're supposed to troll the living shit out of your kids if you're gonna do
no, that's actually
Wiz and Beard need to have a dad off.
Can I ask you a favor? For my sake, you're good with voices. Can you do one of them while Dolphin's here, so that I can fucking tell you apart without my eyes open?
Oh, you mean just speak in one of the voices? Hold on, let me get another beer.
Yeah, just anything but the voice that sounds like Dolphin.
If you like, I can.
No, you gotta understand. You gotta understand your country. Fucking Dolphin sounds like me.
If you like, I could go Irish.
No, you can't.
One of you switch your voice, and we're good.
No, that's a fucking shit Irish accent.
Is that a shite accent? No, that's not a shite accent.
This is worse. Go back.
Don't you fuck with me, you little bastard.
Oh my god, you sound like you're selling Lucky Charms. What the fuck's wrong with you?
Fuck you. I'm not an Irish. I'm orange.
I actually had Dankula. I gave Dankula.
What are you, green?
One time, I gave Dankula a Scottish. I was like, "Where did you learn to do that?" And I'm like, "I learned it from watching you."
That's fucking beautiful.
Samaj, what's with the Rick doll?
Oh, he was doing the impersonation. I was like, "Oh, I got a moment. I can do it." Yeah.
Oh, nice.
All right. Well, now that Samaj has whipped out the wrong toy, we're still.
Fuck yeah, Tiny Rick.
So he's your boy.
One of the two of you. Continue the story. The chat's literally begging for it.
I'm gonna go have a smoke and let them talk. And by the time I come back, I'm gonna have something pretty interesting. Check your DM, Schmeckle.
What fucking story, Morty?
I always love Sinatra's dick pic.
I do want to hear more about this Joy Sparkles.
Hang on. I wasn't really listening, but it sounded like Sinatra's gonna send you a dick pic, and that's you love.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Okay, so what am I fucking missing? What story are we supposed to be talking about?
Oh, the Joy Sparkles thing. We're waiting.
Oh yeah, go ahead.
Chambers, Based Mama, one of the two of you.
All right. Well, I made the first video. In that time, Chambers got caught up on all the shit that was going on. And then she asked me to make another video to kind of clarify the type of person that Joy was. And that was apparently a hate video. Even though everything I cited, she wrote herself. It wasn't like I referenced the lolcow forums because those fucking autists do their goddamn research. Like, holy shit. But I put it down there like, yeah, you want to know this level of insanity, you can go check it out for yourself. But she had I guess she obsessively checks the forums because she had gotten a while ago this girl Angel to go on the forums and try to defend her, and of course she got her ass handed to her because, well, all the evidence was there, and she dicked her over really bad, and she was supposed to be helping her raise money for a wheelchair and shit like that because she has Ehlers-Danlos, which is the same thing that Liz Reptile has, but Angel's is type 3, which is really, really, really bad. But she was supposed to be helping her raise money for that, and then she basically got pissed at her and then fucking dropped her on her ass. So it she's not a good person, man. She's just not. And So it took us a while, but we got her to admit that she did not get her information from Rose and Tim, which cleared them of any suspicion that they were, talking outside of the gag order to her, which was the big concern for everybody. And I'm like, this bitch fucking crazy. Like, she's legit crazy. She's not mentally well. And I never said I wanted to make her look crazy. I said I was going to expose her crazy. I just wanted to correct that one point because she recorded a phone call between her and Chambers, which it's clear from listening to it, Chambers had no idea she was being recorded, which I think is fucked up. Especially when she bitched because, what was that guy? Moral Virus recorded a conversation between him and Joy, and she got all fucking pissed off about it.
Well, I think in some states it's illegal to record. I might not be.
It is in California.
In some states, you need to warn people first. I'm not sure what the case is.
There's a lot of states where only one party needs to be aware, and that's where
the vast majority.
Is, so
wait. Only one party needs to be aware. Like,
yes.
Only the person recording.
Yes.
Needs to be aware.
Yes.
Yep.
It just keeps the government or other people from tapping your phone, basically.
Yeah, and
but in some states it's a two-party thing, so both people have to know. So, and like I know that Maryland is, so I'm kind of interested to see what receipts she has, because if it's anything from Rose or Tim, she gonna have to fucking answer for that shit. Like, everybody's tried to warn her, like, you're fucking getting down the rabbit hole and you're gonna fuck your shit up really bad. And she's like, you don't understand. Okay.
No, she thinks it's a rabbit hole. It's just a snake hole. Like, you're going down the wrong hole.
Well, all right. On that note,
I want to make a joke.
I'm gonna go get something to eat. So,
all right.
Yeah, I think I'm gonna call it a night too, guys. Thanks for involving me.
It was good having both of you. I can't tell who's been speaking when, but
no, this fucker says nothing.
Both of you have a good night.
Yeah, this guy's nothing like me at all.
He sounds like a bumblebee tuna can.
This guy over here, he's like a totally West Coast version of a douchebag.
Except I'm on the East Coast.
I know. That's what makes it so odd. And I'm on the East Coast too. You should definitely send me an address. We'll get drunk together.
Oh, I'll just tweet it to you. I'll tweet my home address and my license to you.
Yeah, you might as well just say,
everybody go and subscribe to me on Twitter to see a picture of my license.
Social security card and everything else. Nah, yeah, jackass. You know what I meant.
Get out.
I'm going.
The good one's gone. You take off too, Dolphin.
All right, see you guys later.
Bye.
Good night.
Have a good one, Con. All right, now where were we?
Well, I was going to let Chambers tell her side.
Say what now?
Speaking at once, I heard no words.
I thought I was going to let Chambers tell her side of it.
Yes, Chambers. We haven't heard, I don't think, anything from you.
Yeah, I'm sorry. I've been keeping quiet and just listening. Pretty much what happened on my side is when the DO5 stuff broke out and we already had the lawyer and whatnot. Going back over my Skype conversations, Joy messaged me, giving me her phone number, saying, hey, let them know if they need any help, blah, 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 blah. And then Tim wanted Joy's number when I first was talking with Tim, and I was familiar with Joy a little bit due to the Faith Kid stuff and even the Onision stuff, and I liked her at first. And so, just not really thinking too much about it, I gave Tim Joy's number, and at first it seemed like she was helping. And I really didn't pay attention. I did have to go and confirm like specific pieces of information, and so, but it got to the point to where I started to have people whisper in my ear about her, and be one of those people, especially was Geek Cthulhu, telling me that I needed to get away and drop her and things like that. And so Base was trying to warn me too. And at me, I was just trying to like keep the peace or whatnot. Wasn't sure entirely what was going on. Anyway, as this kind of progressed, I felt things kind of got petty. It's like, okay, you guys need to quit. But so anyway, I did go on a Joy live stream and I confirmed. I was under the impression specific pieces of information that I know she started to relate from my channel or whatnot, and that everybody started to repeat. So I confirmed those, and then came aware of the other stuff, and so I had to write out a statement like, I confirm this, this, and this. The other stuff I know nothing about. And then I detached myself from her after Rose called me while I was at work, and so I called Base because Rose was freaking out about Joy's videos and her not shutting up and her getting too loud. And so I'm like, oh crap, what do we do now? So it just kind of spiraled out of control from there. And I think the biggest thing with Joy is she's pissed that I didn't burn Base or Nick. Now, when it came to that phone call, because I did have poor wording where I said that Base was trying to make Joy look crazy when it was she's trying to expose that she was crazy. I was dealing with a lot of stress, and I feel like a lot of people don't really understand what I had to deal with during that time. And I'm not saying like poor me or anything, but I was juggling a GoFundMe. I had to keep the DO5 fans from tearing it down. I was trying to figure out what the hell was going on with Joy and all this other drama. Just the constant stress of the Daddy 05 stuff, and it's just like, cut me some freaking slack. It was just a flippin' nightmare at that time. But no, Joy has gotten like really obsessive with me, and it's really flippin' weird. I'm not really responding to her because, first off, I don't have the damn energy. I've had some personal shit going on my end, like dire. I have a family member literally on their deathbed from brain cancer, and then one of my close friends fell into dire straits and did something similar. So I've been dealing with that for the past week. So that's why I've been kind of quiet, but I don't know what else to do about Joy. I try to find a middle ground, and she doesn't want it. She wanted me to burn Nick and Base. I even have emails where she refuses to apologize for her piece because I released all of our DMs, and I'm all like, whatever, man. So I don't know what to really do about her. I mean, I got accused of stealing money from the GoFundMe. You have her retarded ass fans, and even Insane Angel Jones claiming that I attached a PayPal to the GoFundMe, and then being accused of having two GoFundMes, and I've released screenshots of my PayPal because I had asked for donations for my car and my husband's computer, which was poor timing, but you know, shit happens. So yeah, her fans are claiming all sorts of shit. I mean, I haven't really watched. Huh?
No, I'm just agreeing. Her fans are legit worse than Daddy 05 fans. Like, they're hundreds of times worse. They're awful, awful, holy shit, awful people.
These are the kinds of human beings that we need to save the fucking world from.
They're children.
These are the human beings that shouldn't breathe.
She's not popular with adults. She's popular with kids in high school. I don't want to say stupid kids, but kids and therefore stupid people.
People who don't have fully developed brains, you mean?
Yeah, most of her fans are fucking like... And I haven't looked at the numbers. This is just the vocal fans I've seen. But
oh, yeah. Well, I mean, like
14 to 16.
They, like, I don't know, like, they keep spreading around this rumor that I have my kids taken away, but that never happened. And they're, honestly, she's been slandering the fuck out of me. Like left, right, and center, which all of that is also violations of YouTube TOS. But like they're spreading it around that I lost custody of my kids, which never happened. I was married to a guy from Egypt, and he took my daughter when she was a baby to, quote, visit his family over there. And then he left her there and came back to the U.S., and she was there for 2 years. So I had to...
Okay, so in her version... you lost custody of your kid. In reality,
My daughter was kidnapped and essentially held hostage in a foreign country. Yes. It was a full-on not without my daughter thing. Yeah, but then her fans come, into my comment section on videos that have nothing the fuck to do with any of this. They're like, I'm glad you lost your kids. You're a shitty mother. You deserve to have your daughter taken away from you. She'd be better off with her dad. Like, do you not understand that it was a rush to get her the fuck out of Egypt because they were trying to, circumcise her?
Oh, wait.
This shit is fucked up, okay? So,
female circumcision.
Yeah.
Yes.
90% of Egyptian women have it done.
I thought they were supposed to be like the civilized Middle Eastern country.
Not really.
You should.
No, not really.
So he held her hostage. I had to work with the FBI and the DHS to get my child back. And it took 2 fucking years because in Egypt, mothers don't have custody rights. You get custody rights if your husband says okay. And once the child is 7, they just take the kid away from you anyway. So there wasn't shit I could do. I couldn't go there and get her. And so I had to basically enlist everybody I knew to help me. Got in contact with a field agent out here. And he got in touch with the DHS and they found her and located her and basically put the screws to him because there's not really anything they can do because she's technically an Egyptian citizen. So they basically put the screws to him to get her back. And then when she got back, she didn't speak English. She didn't know who I was. She didn't know that I was her mother. She knew me from a picture. And they would tell her that I was going to sacrifice her to Satan.
Oh my God.
And so we didn't speak the same language. She was absolutely fucking terrified of me. She wouldn't let me touch her. She wouldn't let me hug her, nothing. When I got her out to Arizona, I had to find, Arabic-speaking dentist, Arabic-speaking pediatrician, Arabic-speaking everybody. And I had to shop for a while. She was such a mess when she got back. We had to shave the bottom half of her head because she had lice so bad that the whole back of her head was nothing but a huge sore. Her teeth were rotting out of her head to the point where she couldn't eat anything that wasn't soft food because it would break her teeth. So she had to get all of her molars filled and capped. It was so bad that the dentist actually filed a child neglect complaint against her father for that shit. And it was a hard fucking road. And we had to fight because he basically what he did is while she was in Egypt, he intentionally sent divorce papers to not my address, to an old address, so he knew I couldn't get served, and claimed that I abandoned her. Well, if they go to the address listed and I don't live there, well, what are they supposed to do, right? So that's how I found out that he claimed that I abandoned her, was my old roommate who still lived there was like, yeah, they came by, but I told him you didn't live here anymore. So that's the shit he was pulling. But it took a while to get her back. I got her back. It was a hard fucking road. We have been battling it out for custody for years and years and years. And I finally got her back. And she's in therapy. And she's doing well. And doing things that she would never be allowed to do. Like have friends. Just go play video games at her friend's house. Sing. Take dance classes. All this shit that... It's haram, you can't do that. You can't sing, you can't dance, you can't laugh in public, you can't, there's so much shit you can't do. So after all that, that was really fucking hard. But her fucking shitty little fans are coming after me for that and saying that I deserved to go through that because I don't like Joy.
So I just before you get back into the Joy shit, I really gotta say, Base Mama, I appreciate the tenacity and ferocity with which you protect your children now. So much more. You just about brought it to manly eyes.
Knowing that type of situation happened,
I so much more,
why you might be so ferocious.
Yeah, I get it. It makes sense. I get it. I appreciate that. God, you are fantastic. You are the kind of mom I want to see more of. God damn. Being you. Holy shit. That warms the fucking
You heard it here, Guns. Beardy wants some more mama.
Yeah. I want some more mama-like mamas out there. Come on.
Well, but that's what I'm saying. Like I've shared that story because, like, you gotta understand, like, the way. Like, I don't really blame her father for that because this is what Islam teaches people to do. These are the rules, and that's a big complaint that I have against it is that there's no way for you to work out joint custody and chill. Like, that's not Islamically allowed, and so, like, that's one of the reasons that I talked about it. But I think it's like, even the Daddy of Five fans, even they are more like heartfelt. They're like, what it's like to go without your kid. It's fucked up that you think they shouldn't have their kids. Like, at least I understand where they're coming from,
Mm-hmm.
But
all right, so I heard your story and I heard Joy's story, but there was one person's story who was just, it was weird that we weren't hearing from them. So I emailed Rose, and she doesn't know why you guys are fighting. So I'll read you the emails I got from her. I said, "Hey Rose, you got a minute? I want to ask you something." She said, "Okay." I said, "What's happening between Base Mama, Joy, and Chambers? I'm getting two completely different stories." "I'm not sure. I've talked to Chambers, Base Mama, Nick, and you all from the beginning. All of you have helped me so much and still help me. Then I've talked to Joy in the beginning once or twice. She helped me too. Then I've talked to her more times too. She showed me she wants to help, but in the beginning she made me a little worried. I don't know what happened to make everyone fight. I've tried to get them to stop, but it's impossible. So I've said, all right, I'll see what I can do, because I'm hearing some pretty crazy things from them. I've tried to stay out of it as much as possible because I don't want to screw anything up in the case. This is about the little ones at this point, nothing else. I'm sure the last thing you need are these people blasting this nonsense all over the internet. You can't change anything now." She said, "Thank you. Yeah, that's fine." That's fine for them to do stories, but at this point, they're fighting like children. But it's still more I need help. But they need a timeout. I said, "What?"
Sorry, that made me giggle.
I said, "What happened about Joy talking to you and it freaked you out?" She said, "It freaked me out in the beginning because Chambers said Joy was okay to talk to, then came back to me and told me not to talk to her. So I told Base Mama, and then everything went nuts. They need to chill on the fighting. This is too much anxiety. I've been in the hospital twice, and I cannot handle this." I said, "Holy fuck, dude. Okay. So how about we all stop talking about this, because she clearly does not want anybody to talk about it." That sound fair?
No, that's like
I just literally said the same thing to Joy. So how about we all let it go? Let her handle the situation instead of everybody putting it online.
He's not bullshitting you. He showed me them moments ago.
I'm down.
Rose's opinion on the whole thing seems to be stop the fucking fighting. And I know at the same time, it's not exactly just your choice, right? If Joy keeps going at you, you got to defend yourself to a degree. But I mean, if Joy is willing to drop it, then everybody should.
Yeah, but like, that's the thing. Everybody's been like, fucking drop it and leave it the fuck alone.
I know that's basically the stance against Joy, is drop it and leave it the fuck alone. But basically what it comes down to is if she'll stop attacking you guys, even if she's not willing to drop the Daddy of Five shit, you know what? Like, apparently the fighting itself is having a harmful effect on Rose, which, while she's in court trying to, protect her kids, that could have an effect. So,
And see, that's the thing that bothers me, though. I try to find a middle ground with Joy, because even if my apology video, because I didn't put Nick and Base on blast, she wouldn't accept it. And the fact that she's spreading rumors around how I stole money from Rose, how I ran 2 GoFundMes at the same time, one from my car, and it's just, no, Joy won't stop. She wants to be seen as the hero and burn everyone because she felt like she got burned, even though she started the trouble. And so I'm just, with all the videos that she's come out, me and Base haven't responded to her. So it's just
well, then
like,
why don't you just not, period, ever stop talking about it? Because eventually that well will dry up for Joy.
No, like I said, if she goes after you, sure, respond, defend yourself. If she's just doing her usual obsessive shit and sticking to this fucking topic, making 10 to 12 videos a week on this topic, if Rose would prefer you not fight, and again, don't do it because she would prefer you not. Do it because if it's causing her some psychological stress, it could affect the fucking trial. It could affect the kids.
No, and I understand that. I really, even with as much as Joy has blasted me, I haven't come out with defense videos because, like I said, I've been dealing with stuff on. I'm getting emotional just because of the stuff I've had to deal with for the past week in regards to my friend and stuff. I mean, my friend was near death a few days ago and she's still not out of the woods yet. And just so getting that other piece of bad news about my sister and her brain cancer, it's like, Joy, I don't got time to deal with you. I don't have the fucking energy. I got more shit to worry about on my end, dude. It's just like, just stop. We've been trying to get her to stop, but she wants to drag this on for the views and until the hearing. There's nothing we can do about it. It won't stop unless she shuts up.
Yeah, but what I'm saying is, from the messages Rose sent Sinatra, clearly the fighting itself is something that's having an emotional, psychological effect on her.
Oh, no, and I understand that, and I've spoken with Rose about her going to the hospital. She had near a heart attack because of stress and anxiety. So she's not bullshitting about going to the hospital a couple times. The other time I think was for her back or something. But it's just, we've been keeping quiet. I mean, we really have. Yeah, her fans will come around and poke at us, and for me, for the most part, I'll mute them because it's like, I'm not arguing with stupid. I don't have the energy for this. So, no, but it's just...
I'm not trying to say that you guys are furthering the fight or anything like that. I'm just saying, if Joy will stop going after you, knowing that Rose has requested it, will you drop?
Be the change.
Yeah, be the change. Be the beard.
Be the beard, man.
I have no problem really dropping it. I just blocked her and blocked all of her fans. Like, I'm just not gonna fucking participate. Like, I'm very fucking sick of this shit. I have I know that Rose asked this a long time ago because she, like I said, forwarded me the email that she sent to Joy telling her to shut up and stop making videos all the time, which of course she didn't do. Like, I privated mine and left the whole fucking thing alone. Like, okay, if that's what you want, yeah, definitely, because it is about Rose and the kids. Always been about Rose and the kids. But like I was saying before, because Joy has beat this fucking topic to fucking death that horse is now glue, I can't get anybody to bump up her GoFundMe. I can't get anybody to cover the story anymore. It's like, no, it's YouTube drama. It's not a story worth covering, which it fucking should be because it's fucking serious.
No, it's something that's drama. Become YouTuber Daddy05 versus YouTuber Joy Sparkles.
Yeah, and it shouldn't have become that. And
no, not at all. But I mean, it's something that it should be dropped on all sides. But I'm going to be honest. Joy's probably not going to do that. Shocker, right?
Well, I'm actually shocked YouTube lets her continue to do it.
Why would YouTube stop her?
because it kind of
she's
falls
getting
under
a bunch of views, and she's not saying anything particularly offensive.
Joy could make a video tomorrow and be like, "Based Mama personally did this and this," and YouTube can't do anything about it.
No, I mean the amount of videos. It's got to fall under something.
That's a good thing for YouTube.
Yeah, no, you don't. No, you're not understanding what I'm saying. In their terms of service,
you're talking about it being looked at as spam or something.
No, as actual harassment. They have anti-harassment bullying,
yes.
right? That's what I'm talking about.
There's the possibility of that, but she can bypass that entirely by saying she's looking at a legal case and commenting on it based on the facts, just as any of us could do with basically anything. YouTube will fuck most of you for it, but unless they actually decide to go after you for it.
I'm talking more about her direct harassment of individual people, and not so much the obsession. Not so much the obsession with the case itself, but the actual vindictive level of obsession.
That is up to the individuals themselves to report.
Yeah, exactly.
There can't be party reporting on that. And frankly,
you're clearly talking about three people:
that shit.
Based Mama, Chambers, and Gabe. And none of the
Onision too.
Gabe.
Onision probably reported it, but Onision probably has put in so many reports that they don't
claimed them all. He copyright claimed them all. You didn't report her for harassment and bullying.
Oh, that's...
Well, no, a copyright claim is not going to work because they are fair.
Yeah, exactly. But she's made like 130 videos. It would fall under, I think, what YouTube would consider bullying and harassment, because it's a lot of videos. She'll make 3 or 4 videos in response to one of his in a day.
It doesn't matter. He'd highly
have to
popular.
Report it for that specifically.
And even if he did, if she's calling out specific points,
you watched any of her videos?
No, not anything. Not involving this shit.
I was subscribed to her for a little while. Oh yeah, most of the videos contain nothing.
I subscribed to her at the point where I thought, oh hey, she's trying to help these kids, and then that's been my her evolution from then has been my experience with her.
You know, it honestly seems like everybody's forgot what this whole thing was about. Yeah. Yeah, it seems like everyone's kind of lost the plot.
That's why it's going to shit.
Yeah, the whole thing is get these kids with the parent that doesn't push them into fucking desks and shit. The objectively better parent. I know a lot of people have suspicions about Rose, and some of them are valid questions, like, why did he get custody in the first place, etc. But at the same time, we have proof that one abuses them. We don't know that the other does. We know one does. We don't know the other does. There's a clear better of those two examples.
Yep.
And that's what always should have been the main point.
But I frankly don't give a shit if you and if Base Mama and Chambers and Joy duke it out all day long. I don't give a fuck. What the only thing I care about in this is how Rose is able to handle this and with the kids. And when I see all 3 of you, now I'm not just saying it's 1, 2, it's all 3 of you being incredibly selfish about this situation, you've lost the plot. Let Rose deal with this shit. She's the one taking care of these kids. She's the one going to court. So let her deal with it. I'm sure the last thing she needs is emails from Base Mama and Joy and calls from Chambers like, they said this. No. She clearly is having a hard time with it. So anybody who keeps the drama up from this point on clearly is doing it for the wrong reasons. And I'm saying the same thing to Joy right now. If you hear my phone buzzing, that's her. messaging me.
Who?
That's Joy messaging me. If you hear my phone buzzing.
Speaking right now. He's updating me as they go. Like this shit's hitting her. Like and usually I don't give a fuck if you're hurting somebody's feelings, if you're bothering somebody, if you're shaking somebody up. But again, she's involved in a fucking trial to basically guarantee her kid. I can't say guarantee. I don't know Rose, but again, to get her kids in the better of the two examples we have. Get her kids away from the guy we know is abusing them.
It's about the kids, kids. It's about the kids.
Exactly.
I
just want to say, like,
or the stream.
Wait a second.
Joy Sparkles, so I didn't brush my hair. So, it's about the kids. It's all about the kids.
I want to say something right now. Rose is a fucking fantastic mother. When I was going over all of her paperwork that she sent me from the case in North Carolina, I noticed something that, I don't know, maybe it was like a mom connection or whatever, but she picked up on a very, very, very slight developmental delay in Cody that was so slight that the speech pathologist didn't even pick it up until she said something about it. She's an extremely, extremely attentive mother. And she loves her kids, and her kids are fantastic kids.
Well, yeah, and I'm not saying anything bad about Rose. Like, I just know very little about the lady.
No, the case in North Carolina was so fucked that the judge who presided over it is being investigated.
Yeah, that still has nothing to do with what I just said, though.
Yeah, I'm just clarifying that, like, you know,
she was commenting on my statement that, you know, I can't say guaranteed. Like, she was trying to clarify that her experience with Rose is that she's a good mother.
Oh yeah, and I mean the documentation shows it, and she got shafted so bad, and I'm surprised they didn't overturn it because the judge was called out, busted, working with lawyers to keep families in the system and constantly at court and shit. Like he's busted. So it's not like, you know, she didn't do this to herself. It was basically they knew all the right people and he was crooked as fuck. So
no, but I would kind of like to go back to Sinatra's thing. Sinatra, go on.
No, I pontificated to my heart's content. I think I've made my point.
No, okay.
Before anybody says anything else, like, oh, you're just being mean to Base Mama and Chambers, I'm saying the same shit to Joy right now. I'm telling her.
That's exactly it. When I'm sitting here agreeing with Sinatra based on the same messages, I'm not attacking either of you. These are the facts of what's going on. How are you going to react?
I think how I'm going to react has been pretty clear. I mean, the drama llamas, like, they will keep you abso-fucking-lutely informed about every single thing that Joy does ever. And I just ignore it. Like, I haven't paid attention to her channel and I didn't care. The only way I know she's talking about me is when I start getting shit on Twitter or getting my comments filled up with her fucking fans. Or have ignored her. I have put this to rest and haven't said shit about fuck to her since the middle of May.
Oh yeah,
and that's asked everybody to drop this shit.
It's really strange that this came out from her recently, because it has been a long time since you've said anything about her.
I'll think about it.
Chambers has been speaking about her recently, but you
well, when she comes right at you, like, what the fuck are you supposed to do? Sit there and just be like, oh, okay, abuse me.
No, I mean, obviously you've responded when she's gone at you, but it's been a long time since you've put out a video or anything like that about her.
I put out 2 videos. The first one that Rose asked me to do, and the second one that Chambers asked me to do, and then I didn't say anything else. That was it.
I put out one video. Was it like 1 or 2 weeks ago, maybe 3? Because she started to fight with people from BLM or people who were associated with BLM.
2 videos.
Well, yeah, and then the second video was when Rose and her sister were telling me that Joy was harassing them.
Yeah, I'd like
this is where we're getting mixed messages right here, because Rose is telling me and Chambers that Joy and her fans are harassing her. So I'm not that's where I'm a little bit unclear as to what the fuck is going on.
I don't know. I'm seeing the messages from Rose to Sinatra. Maybe Rose is fucking with both of you. I don't know. Like if you're actually getting different messages, then
yeah. I will fucking send screenshots of the entire conversation.
I believe you. I mean, it could be just that she's like, everybody lay down arms, and I don't want to be dragged into this shit. Which I kind of
exactly what I just said.
Yes, but what I'm saying is if she's coming to us saying she's fucking stalking us, then oh, okay, we're supposed to not do anything.
No, and that's the thing. I have seen the messages from there between Rose and Chambers. At least I don't think I've seen any between Rose and Based. But
hey Jeff,
Hey Jeff.
Like I said, I'm
also.
If she's willing to shut the fuck up, I'm willing to shut the fuck up. That's the thing. She won't shut the fuck up.
More of this stuff should be dealt with in private. But Joy's not about private. But
do what's best for the fucking kids. They're the only important part in this fucking situation, as far as I'm concerned. It's different for Chambers and Based because you're friends with Rose. I don't fucking know Rose for shit. It's the kids that are important here.
Yeah, no, and I agree. Something too, because Lolcow did make mention of this, and I have privated my videos, any mirrored videos or anything like that, the abuse of the children. Can we just ask publicly, anybody who has those, please private them or take them down, because it just at this point they're not needed, and to have that continuously flash YouTube to where the kids can see it, I mean, yeah.
Yeah,
I know Joy has said she won't take hers down for whatever reason.
Well, if you have those videos, you should take them down anyway. You don't need it now, and they have to live their life after this. They don't need to be known as those kids that got the shit kicked out of them on YouTube.
Yeah, like I said, because
really good point.
Yeah, anyway, no, because.
1 second, Jeff's here. He hasn't gotten a word in yet. Jeff, say something.
I don't know, man.
Have you been taken, sir?
You sent me a DM and you're like, you should come and lighten things up and cheer things up. And I get in, you guys are talking about kids be beaten and shit. And I'm like, oh boy,
we're just talking about
all this fucking pressure, man.
Right, I tell you what,
talking about quality television here, man.
I tell you what. How can you tell when a black girl's pregnant?
I know.
Oh, what?
I don't know how.
Her boyfriend.
When she pulls out the tampon, all the cotton's picked off.
Wait.
Oh, monetized now.
Oh, Jeff has a new hat.
I don't get it. That's okay. I don't think I want it.
It just says hat.
Yeah, wait. Jeff, your hat doesn't say shitlord.
I thought it just said hat, and I was like, wow, that's fucking useful.
I would have wanted it if it just said hat on it.
I would have wanted it more if it just said hat.
When I was making it, I got to HAT and I'm like, okay. Well,
off your hat today, but I went overboard. I went full on Art Deco.
Okay. Yeah, dude.
I went too far.
No, it's good. I like it. It's good. That's some crazy shit, man.
Wait.
Giving this away for charity right here. Doing a fundraiser raffle draw. Fuck yeah.
Sweet.
keep spamming the chat. Sorry for self promo at the moment, but I'm keep spamming out in the chat. So folks, take a look in the side chat there for the event. I've got links for the donation page itself, as well for to the video where I've got kind of the rules and the explanation of where.
Actually, along the lines of kind of lightening things up, tell people about it.
Yeah. I can go into a little bit more. So I just finished up before starting this a 3-hour stream along with Fright Supremacy and AP, who are on the ground in Texas right now. And there's a wonderful guy named Mattress Max who's opened up all of his stores to about 4,000 homeless people who need a place to stay. They're staying on all of his furniture. It now can't be sold. He's providing this all out of pocket, including their food, their water, everything. So AP and Ghastly are taking that money in a big old briefcase. We raised over $1,000 today, just like before the stream ended itself. They're taking it on down there and give it to him to provide food and water and clothes for these people, making a difference for the folks who are actually physically making an impact on this rather than just throwing it to charities. And to keep that momentum going up until 6 a.m. Pacific Standard Time, which is 8 a.m. Central and 9 a.m. EST. You can drop in a $5 donation on that Streamlabs link, which gets you a raffle ticket. You can drop in more if you want to. You can put a shitload of $5 donations if you want to. I don't care. But every one that you put in gets you a draw on that raffle for this here hat, which was designed by everyone's participation request in the chat during the event. This is the prototype. After this, we'll be making some that will be selling online with all the profits going towards the Hurricane Harvey victims as well. So go check out the link, drop in a donation. Your name will be entered in the raffle, and the winner will be revealed sometime in the next week on Fright Supremacy.
If you're gonna print alternate hats and shit like that, I would like
this logo is going on a whole bunch more hats that'll be available online. This is the autographed we got the autograph on the bottom there,
and it's going to smell like a sweaty head too.
No, it won't smell that bad. I just got it yesterday.
The artist that I keep as a slave for further endeavors.
I'm so hungry.
You're not even feeding him?
Oh, of course.
I was there once. He gave him croutons.
To spend money. What's the purpose of a slave?
He gave him.
Well, you have to keep them alive.
He gave him like croutons and gutter water. It was fine.
Ew.
Survive off of his own fat deposits.
I'm actually going to get my wisdom teeth out tomorrow, so I do have to leave.
Ooh, good luck with that.
Yeah, hopefully they can do it this time, because last time they fucked it up really bad, so...
Ooh, I don't want to know how.
They couldn't get the IV in. It wasn't that bad. It wasn't like they
tried to put it in your tongue. No. How do you not find the vein?
Especially on somebody that's like liquid paper pale.
Dude, they need to get some like ex-junkies in there. They'll find veins like fucking nothing. Oh god.
Those are the fucking pros. You don't want a nurse. You want an ex-junkie.
They'll get you an IV in between your toes. They'll fucking figure it out.
Ew. Painful.
Just fucking twitch a little bit. God damn.
That's how my feet. If you'll notice, a lot of strippers who shoot heroin, they don't put it in their arms. They put it between their toes. That's where they shoot up.
Okay, guys. Good night. Have fun.
Farewell. I said if you'll notice, like you guys all frequent ghetto strip clubs, like I do.
Oh yeah, you know.
I mean, I do. I do. I just
these Cleveland strippers are top notch, man.
Oh my god.
Top notch.
I think one had a bullet
I don't
wound.
want to do before I die.
Hey, Failures in the chat. Cool.
Any whore.
Hey, failure.
I'm gonna shoot that motherfucker a link there.
Sounds good.
Because we got some space.
Go ahead, co-host. Yeah, you're all co-host now. Except for...
Sorry, kid. I wanted to ask everybody a question. It's like, I mean, we've been ragging on, how shitty it's been right now, but what is like your favorite part of YouTube? Like of being here, of doing this?
The groupies.
Like it's a drag right now. The groupies.
Me. I'm my favorite part.
Meeting people. That's my favorite part. Either YouTubers or viewers. It's my that's the thing that like fucking just makes it for me. The Atlanta meetup was a really good time. you know, getting to hang out with a bunch of friends, getting a chance to meet that guy T, do shots with him, and like 50 people all coming out just to hang out. Yeah,
you did shots with T.
Yeah, dude, T's cool as fuck.
Yeah,
tell
I think
that
actually,
story.
Jeff, you met with Dolphin Radio in Atlanta, right?
I did. Great guy.
He check your DMs from him. He sent you something.
Did he?
Yeah. He said he was gonna send you something. He was pretty drunk. If he hasn't sent you something, I'll send you something. What he was supposed to, but it's about that thing that you drunkenly spoke about. Really don't remember.
Probably. Yeah.
Oh shit.
I think my favorite part of YouTube so far has been just meeting all the different people I've met and hearing all the different like ideas and shit I never would have heard of if not for meeting the people I've met.
Now, see, my favorite part of YouTube is, you know, Jeff.
What?
Hey.
No. The best part of being on YouTube is, you know, not only have I met a bunch of really good cunts, but we've run those few charity streams, and these people are cunts. They're assholes, but they're generous fucking people, and it's amazing to see that type of shit.
It's true.
Especially from people that are, you know, on the wrong side.
Right.
I think it's hilarious that the biggest assholes are the nicest people. Like, they will fucking come out of nowhere to.
That's because it takes a true friend to take a punch in the face for me and then go, let's have a beer afterwards.
True.
Sometimes life gets a little bit messy, and sometimes you got to punch a friend in the face, but it's all about how they take it. And if a friend can take a punch in the face, they can handle a lot of shit, and that's the kind of people we are.
Yeah, you never know when it's gonna happen either. I mean, like I got my first strike ever on my channel, and the first person to call me and like let me whine and complain about it was fucking TJ Kirk. Like nobody would have ever thought TJ Kirk would be like, "Hey, dude, you doing all right? I heard you got a strike and shit," but he did. He did for me.
Wait. Thinking of TJ Kirk and how you were on Drunken Peasants, how the fuck did you get on? Was it Crowder? It was one of the really big guys.
Yeah, I got on Crowder.
How the fuck did that happen?
He made a bad video, and I made stupid Twitter shitpost videos at him, and he thought that I would be really entertaining to tear apart on a live show because the Twitter videos I sent him were not very smart videos. They were just like me being like, how does the virus know if your butt fucking can it detect the sin? You know? And so he thought I was going to come on and I was just going to be a fucking spurg. But we ended up having a really interesting conversation. So just shitposted people, just mercilessly.
All right. Point taken.
Mm-hmm. That's how I triggered Trey Melvin into the big Trey Melvin fight a year ago. That was fun.
I remember that. That's one of the reasons I joined YouTube was because of that fight.
That was that was a wild one, man. That was a trip. Good old Trey. I tried to get his attention to say we should like celebrate our 1 year anniversary, but he wouldn't take the bait. He knows better now.
Damn it.
I was a little depressed. Yeah.
No, you've been doing really well. Actually, both of you and Memory have been doing well lately.
Not bad. Yeah.
As far as views and all that shit.
Well,
subscribers.
Not the past month. Me and Barbara for U2C, and there's a few other YouTubers. Something has happened with the algorithm, and it's artificially stagnating channel growth for certain channels.
Oh, weird.
Mm-hmm. I was growing an average of 2,000 to 4,000 subscribers a month, if not more sometimes. And in the past 6 weeks, I have gained and lost. So I'm at almost exactly the same.
Weird.
I've seen a lot of people with that, with the fucking just like no.
Now, have you tried the demonetization thing at all, or?
I don't think it's I think it's something that they rolled out with the algorithm. Like if you get put on the naughty list, you know, it basically kind of like stalls your channel. I know it's unsubscribing people from me. Like people will subscribe.
I'm starting to catch that too. It's weird.
Yeah, people will subscribe, but people are also constantly being unsubscribed, and I think it's artificially keeping certain channels like mine and Barb's and other people's at like 0 growth artificially.
I think, and the other thing that I've noticed is that people aren't getting their notifications.
Yeah,
too.
Well, I was talking to Irate Bear, and he was talking to a YouTube hero, and he said that's the way that YouTube trains their AI is they roll it out like Skynet level, settings, and then roll it back a little bit to like the chick from Ex Machina. So they just bring the AI evil back a little bit. So maybe things will start to get better.
Yeah, I'm keeping my fingers crossed and trying to be optimistic.
Yeah, me too. I'm not worried about it.
One of the saddest parts about all this is that YouTube is getting rewarded for this behavior because some of the advertisers are coming back. And that's always like, I don't like to reward bad behavior. And that's exactly because I think it was Verizon that just came back. So,
you know, the main thing though that I try and remember, and I try and tell other people to remember, is that, you know, whether your channel grows or it doesn't, there's things that you could do. I could start more shit fights if I needed to, but the most important thing to do is just to if you rely on YouTube as income, diversify your income. For one, like my Patreon still blows up like constantly. My Patreon is growing, my channel is staying flat. Like that's just how it happens. And like I make enough now that I can pay my bills and save a little bit for the future. So like if it doesn't end up going any further than this, and I just end up like this for fucking a few years, I don't give a shit, dude. I'm happy. I love doing it. It's not like I want to be Jake Paul, you know. Fuck that.
Well, with the advertisers gone, I mean, one of the best ways to always think about YouTube is the same reason why a lot of people do, is think of it as a hobby. I mean, before you started making money on this, why did you go to YouTube? Because you wanted to, because it was fun. And it's just going back to that mentality, and wait and see, and then, you know, things will change. Like you said, diversify and all that. So
yeah, I was just tired of repeating myself. That's why I started making videos.
You might as well.
Yeah, I kept having to write out the same goddamn.
Just somebody to a past video.
Yeah, I got tired of writing out the same fucking debunk for the same stupid science shit that I was constantly having to fight with mommy bloggers over, and eventually I was like, "Fucking, I'm just gonna make a video."
How'd you get involved with mommy bloggers?
Just
what is
YouTube.
mommy bloggers?
Mommy bloggers are a demographic, especially on Facebook, usually involved in like the anti-science, like woo bullshit.
Like the woo.
Yeah, and it's like, you know, they all share their links and their little like trade secrets of homeopathy and shit.
Yeah. The old Wives' Tales Club.
And they know best because they're mothers and that kind of dog shit.
It's a surprising amount of Eastern medicine in Western society.
It is. It really is. And so, because of just Facebook groups,
it's some fucking worship.
It is.
Wasn't chemtrails thought up by a stay-at-home mom?
The contrails.
I wouldn't be, dude. I wouldn't be surprised at all.
It's aluminum and barium.
And it's making the frogs gay.
It's goddamn aluminum. Oh man.
Kind of like how copper in your IUDs can poison you.
Okay, I'm gonna bolt, but I'll talk to you guys again soon. Okay.
Yeah.
You guys
Okay.
See you around later, Jeff.
Much love to you, cunt stream. See you later.
I think I'm gonna take this opportunity to go to bed too.
As soon as I join Jeff leaves,
And Sinatra leaves. Bye, Rev. See you guys.
Have a good one, Sinatra.
Good night.
Take care, mate.
My internet came back on at the wrong time, damn it.
Jesus Christ. At least we still have Beardy, or else I'd just be worthless cunt. Oh, I guess.
Oh, Base Mama's still here.
There's a lot of beards in this stream right here.
Yes.
It's great.
It's a competition. Who has the best beard?
Yeah, I would win that contest hands down if I had to shave mine.
Oh, are we talking facial hair? All right.
Yes. Samaj, you're out of the discussion.
What are you talking about? I got a nice mane right here.
Yeah, look at that right there. That's a good goatee going on there.
And the reason I'm so happy.
I'm just saying, pre-razor, I'd put even Beardy to shame. You remember the beard?
I've only been growing this thing for a couple months.
When we started, Wrath had a proper beard. Then he
just
shaved
actually
it
put
off
this down.
Cancer after a while.
Yeah, I shaved it off because I was at the time I was working at a restaurant and it was just a nightmare.
There we go.
Okay, so somebody in the chat with a wrench, please give Doubting Tommy a timeout.
Alrighty.
Sorry,
he said
but I can't find the stream because the interface is wrong.
Okay, I'm not sure what you mean by that, but I think he means
The
Samaj.
YouTube interface.
I just put him in timeout.
Okay, fabulous.
Because I haven't looked at YouTube since last night, and apparently today they changed the interface, and it looks awful.
Oh yeah,
They weren't supposed to do that till January 1st. I don't know why they moved it.
It looks like the interface looks an awful lot like vid.me.
I mean, there's a lot of things that YouTube just shouldn't have done that they've done. This is like small potatoes compared to the other shit they've pulled recently.
Fair enough.
Welcome to the cock that is the future. Whilst you suckle, remember to cup the balls.
And this is why we invite Beardy. Right there, because someone's going to make a gif of that, and if no one does, then I will in the morning.
Hey, it's for charity, man. I'm trying to build a legend around the prototype hat. So that when these people pop into $5 into a donation, which the link is available down in the description of this video, they get a ticket in the raffle. Fred's Premises paying for the shipping on the ship. We will put it anywhere in the goddamn world. They know a fun story that went with this hat. They can go, shit, that stream was hilarious. I remember that hat. It was high as shit, talking crap.
Of that hat. Yeah, and the whole cause behind it.
Yeah.
Can we hear a little bit more about you saving people from iced-in areas?
Totally. Surprisingly,
I'm sorry. You look like a fairly small guy.
No, that's the funny part. I'm not a small guy. I have a XXL head, so it makes my body look disproportionately smaller. It's fucking hilarious. When I make my hair stand up on end, it's fucking.
I'm gonna need proof. Stand up.
Are you wearing pants?
Oh, I'm wearing pants.
We don't need no freaking pants.
All right.
I got a
down the stripper dance.
chest.
Still look like a small
I'm a thick dude. It's because of the head, man. I'm a laborer and a fighter, man. It's just a fucking giant head.
Same thing for me. I'm actually massive. Big head. I'm made of muscle. I'm fucking ogre strong.
Yeah, oh god, no, not that big. I'm not
over here
big. Just 180 pounds.
Schmeckle here is made of muscle. It's entirely tongue.
Oh yeah. Ladies, you know what to do.
I mean, the missus doesn't seem to mind.
Why the fuck do you think I have a missus? Oh wait, the kid.
Yeah, because you couldn't figure out condoms in time.
The funniest thing is, I haven't used condoms since age 15. It took me till age 21 to have a child, or to create a child. Then about 9 months later, I had a child.
No, it's more like it took him until 21 to stop using a coat hanger. And this is how I get blocked by Base Mama on Twitter.
It was until about 21 that I stopped banging girls who did coke every day.
Did I block you? I was on a bit of a blocking spree. Did I block you?
No, I'm pretty sure you didn't, but Dave Cullen did somehow.
Wait. Stephen Blackman's in the chat. Fuck that guy.
Yeah, but
I was gonna say I can only mute him so hard.
The Sunstream would like to clarify, Stephen Blackman, that we have no issue with you. That was
we collectively have no issue against you.
So we are very annoyed by the fact that all of our inboxes got got spammed though.
Oh
Yeah.
shit!
I like
Sucks to
even
be you
black
guys.
ones.
Yeah, so
We say something mean about you. If we say something mean about you, we probably mean it, but we don't mean it harshly, unless we do.
You say we mean it, but with lube. So don't take it so damn hard.
Oh shit. Oh.
Now, can we get another like 15 minutes of speaking about Joy Sparkles, just to get the mood really upsetting again? And then Jagan, can you whip your titties out?
I'll whip my titties out. Yeah.
So
man, you want to know what's in my fucking Twitter inbox right now?
Oh shit!
Blackman?
Oh shit!
Dude.
You're gonna show him the picture.
No, it's not even that one. It's not even that one, Jagan. I'm not going to show the picture. You got to go back and watch the Fright Supremacy stream.
Oh yeah.
I got the way YouTubers nipple.
It actually worries me getting Jagan's tits out on the screen sometimes.
I want to know what
got the way
you got the whole
YouTubers nipple.
See, I thought you got white YouTubers dick pics.
Oh yeah, I remember right at the end.
Yeah, I got his fucking titty pic. I have Whitey's titty pic.
I mean, I'm not gonna lie. There's almost anyone in this community who I'd be more interested in seeing a titty pic from, but it is something that not many people have. I'll give you that.
No, I haven't. Exactly. It is a rare thing. It's
wait.
It's like that collector's item that no one wanted, but they got from McDonald's.
But now I have it, and now I'm going to keep it. It's going to have its. I might even frame it.
Print it off and frame it in his background.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, and like
put it in
instead of
every
like
time
the beaten up drawing of you on side quest when you die, it's just his nipple pic.
Oh my gosh.
No, that'd be terrible. That'd be fucking terrible.
You might accidentally promote him. That would be bad.
I don't think anybody could convince Magog that that's a good idea, and he's the one who's at the helm on all of that side of things.
I figure.
No, and see, I find that ridiculous.
You might get a laugh out of him if you pitch it when he's super drunk.
No, you cannot trust a wizard to be in charge of shit.
No, that's.
At the same time, the other options are a barbarian and a vampire.
Yeah, exactly. He is the lesser of three evils.
You need a gorilla. A gorilla can keep you in line.
I don't think that's a good plan. I mean, all it takes is one black kid in your cage.
Or a troll.
No, we just need a techie. We need a minion that sits on Magog's side of thing and handles everything while we just talk shit.
That's
what we need. Talk to Ren. She has an Igor.
She has an Igor. You guys need to get yourselves an Igor.
Yes, but exactly. Magog needs an Igor to be there.
Well, then why doesn't he just take Igor?
Well, I mean,
he wants someone that's pretty on the eyes. Maybe he's looking for a large-breasted woman who just occasionally walks over and goes, "Yes, my lord, Magog."
No, wait. What all Magog needs to do to get Igor to work for him is just spam Igor's inbox with the titty gif.
No, yeah, I know exactly.
Or just send any of the porn that he gets sent. Magog gets a number of nudes. I haven't seen
I'm sure
them.
he does.
You need to get Jagan's friend Gorax to do it.
Yes.
He's a large female-breasted troll ogre.
Troll ogre.
He's a troger.
Fucking gnome.
Oh no, not a gnome! No, don't say that. He's gonna be mad now. Thanks. Now I have to deal with that. Fuck you.
And this is how we got Jagan killed.
Yep. He's gonna fly through that door any minute and just punch me. It's gonna happen.
And it'll be on the stream.
Very large titty, though. I can assure you of that, and I'm certain he can. He can accomplish simple feats such as. Whatever we were discussing, I forgot.
I don't know.
Doing things.
I got about as far as the thing, and I just kind of drifted off thinking about it. Woo!
Tedious.
It's a good night. It's a good night.
So apparently Benny is already Magog's slave already, and a master of the English language. Well done.
Hold on, that usually means you're gonna say something.
What?
Go on, Raph.
Nope.
So what's with the cardboard cutout boyfriend behind you there, Wrath?
That's him when he was young. He has a photo of himself
from
in
when I was in the Navy. I'm pretty sure you've heard it before there, Beardy.
He's asexual.
I'm so confused.
That's a cutout of me from when I was in the Navy because I missed my sister's wedding, and my family decided instead of using that little thing called Photoshop, they would get a cardboard cutout of me that's life size to use in the family photos.
And they gave you the cutout. That is
no. Game's a strong term. I stole it.
No, what's the best part, Wrath? It wasn't your family that decided it.
That's right. It's my brother-in-law's family. They came up with it. and being who I am, I decided to steal it for evil uses.
So I just have one other question then.
You can't see it because of the placement of his chair. There's a hole cut out where his dick should be.
I was gonna say,
that's just like there's a little door there.
It's just how it lines up on
it's more of a through than two, but
okay.
Yeah. Okay. Well, I mean, I'm one of the few people who actually can say I have fucked me.
But did you get any paper cuts?
No, but I got dangerously close when I tried to use the bearskin condoms.
Oh, fuck, man.
This is what happens when you spend 2 hours each way to and from work, and you just don't care anymore.
I'm just trying to figure out if you mean you had condoms made out of bear. Just put a bear on your dick and then fuck something.
No, I'm pretty sure.
This is where I'm
pretty
at.
sure it's a type of condom from Trojan.
Oh, I was going way more literal with that. I thought you were going to wear a fucking bear as a condom and fuck somebody. That was way more entertaining.
Crazy idea here.
Yeah, you got to think like a barbarian here, man.
I'm talking to my co-host for a moment. Never suggested
We're pretending
before.
to listen for a moment.
Send Bane an invite.
Oh yeah, we've never had that idea ever in our lives.
Yeah, entirely new concept. But send Bane an invite.
I mean, since I'm blocked by Dave Cullen, it wouldn't surprise me if I'm blocked by Bane too.
Rory didn't show up.
I'm just collecting the YouTubers blocking me without knowing how it happens.
And then when Bearing didn't show up, Suit didn't show up. We need an Australian. Get in here. Bane's not coming.
No, but he doesn't have me blocked either. That's a good sign. I mean, I never know anymore after Dave Cullen blocked me, who I've never interacted with ever.
Have you ever figured out what that was about?
No. I had someone ask who actually has talked to him, and they never heard back on the subject. So it remains a mystery. I don't know. Someone else who's talked to him is in the hangout and might be able to find out.
Don't hit Face Mama up for...
Oh, do I get to be part of the conversation now? Okay.
Yes. You're always welcome to be part of the conversation. You're just also welcome to be objectified at random intervals.
Oh, I don't care.
Well, we figured you'd be cool about it. Otherwise, you wouldn't be here.
I passed giving a shit in like the 8th grade because you can't fight it.
But yeah, anyway, if you could ask Dave about that, I would not mind.
Yeah, I can. He's been going through some shit lately, so I don't know. Maybe he just went on a fucking blocking spree, like fuck everybody, and then was like, oh well, maybe I should revisit that.
I don't know. I might not even be blocked by him anymore. I haven't.
Oh, blocked by the stream. Damn.
Oh.
That wasn't me. That was
what happens when you guys are still live. When I get home from work, I do dumb things like hit the home button instead of the Twitter tab.
Oh fuck, dude.
I would suspect it's probably something like unto what you have just done, and He probably just did it by accident and doesn't know he did it.
Probably not. And since there's a high likelihood he has no idea who the fuck I am, he probably didn't mean anything by it.
Oh shit!
I mean, I have less follower. I have less followers than his least viewed video from when he first started. I'm sure.
No, Wrath. Dave's at least seen you. He's been in our chat before.
Well, yeah, but that's when we had someone way more interesting than any of us hosts.
Oh yeah. I'm not saying he knows who the fuck you are, but he's at least seen you. He's aware you exist.
You know, that might be why I'm blocked. My face popped up, and he's like, "Dear God, what is that thing?"
What are you doing on my table, Brett?
Wait a minute, who's chewing on your table?
No, my little one decided to climb on my table.
Kitty!
More kitties.
Yes.
Yes, I don't know where the druid went. The druid went off.
Nobody showed this stream to the worst.
Huh?
You've officially ruined this stream as far as the worsties are concerned.
Why? What did you do?
She brought pussy on camera, and we're not age restricted yet.
Oh, dudes, I did that really early on while you were fucking talking to Nick. I was just showing off my pussy for like a good solid 20 minutes there.
Oh, I know.
Always when I'm at work, this happens. Always.
Yeah.
I wasn't very drunk at that point, so my eyes were closed for most of it.
Yeah, no, there was important discussion going on, and I just the cat showed up, and I just lost myself with the kitty.
Well, I mean, that happens.
Oh, the
good.
Worskies are on vacation. They won't. Yeah, we're
Plus,
safe.
they also will never watch this, so we were safe regardless.
Oh, they're on vacation? Awesome. I had no idea because I don't have a phone, so I don't get notified when people make videos anymore. I just have to hunt and peck on YouTube.
Thanks
for changing the interface so I can figure it out easy, YouTube. Appreciate you.
That's why my videos don't get views. Wrath doesn't have his phone anymore.
Yeah. Like, I'm seriously lacking fat material. I have to go to fucking Pornhub like a pleb.
Oh, well, just same name on Pornhub. Look it up. Very different videos.
Just don't look up Obama porn.
Well, that ship is sailed, Jiggin.
All right, so
may I say that it was at full mast.
At this point, I've become bored of the conversation, so we're gonna start to wrap it down unless anybody has something interesting to talk about.
What's going on with the Joy Sparkles thing? I never understood why you changed
finished with it.
and
We finished with it and we killed it.
I would like to kind of get.
You killed Joy Sparkle? I mean, I'm not normally I object to violence, but I'm kind of wishing I didn't see the. Wishing I could see the footage.
It would be nice if Mama Chambers, between the two of you, sum up the whole situation. Nice and
I'm gonna go smoke.
But I want to hear it in the form of a duet.
A duet?
Yeah, yes. That's
sing, woman.
Together.
I don't sing. I'm sorry.
Oh, for fuck's sake. I guess
this is why we can't get views. Our guests don't listen.
But I want both in unison, like the creepy girls from The Shining. Go.
Do it.
What?
I don't know. I don't remember what they said.
No, just the Joy Sparkles situation. Just you explain it.
Okay, fine. We let it go 3 months ago. She spent 3 months ragging this shit to death, and now it blew up again because, I don't know, she decided to fucking do it. All right, what do you want me to say?
Well,
tell you what, I'll sum it up for you guys. Bitches be tripping.
Hard.
No. Tripping down the stairs is my gag, and she's not allowed to use it.
There you go.
Chambers, Taste Mama seems displeased with us. Is there any chance you can sum it up a little better?
Pretty much what happened when the DO5 stuff broke out. it was a close-knit group, and then Joy got involved. At first was helping, and then because she got a hold of some very specific info, and it kind of freaked everyone out.
I have to interrupt. The word is specific with an S. I've heard that twice from you today. There's an S there.
Shut up! Shut up!
No.
Anyway, she got a hold of some info she shouldn't have, and so with shit brewing before the DO5 situation with her, that kind of collided when I distanced myself, and because Joy did not like the way I did things, she proceeded to rag on me, Base, and Nick for a month or so, and so it went quiet for a little bit, but as soon as the gag order came off, Joy opened her wide mouth and has been like stirring up shit all over again. So there you go.
And that seems like a good summation of what you guys said. Then there was the whole Rose wants this shit to end.
Yes.
We would love for this shit to end. Oh, that would be wonderful.
Glad y'all didn't hear that. My roommate almost doxed me. Fuck.
Yeah, obviously, like I said, defend yourselves where needed, but beyond that, I mean, Joy's gonna keep doing this shit. She's gonna keep putting out videos about Daddy of Five and all that.
Well,
I hope not. I hope that people have gotten through to her. I really do. Like it's gotten to such a bad place.
Yes. 1 second. I'd like to. The Rua Cat from Outer Space says the word is summary, not summation. Yes. I was distracted by something while saying that. I realized
he's saying that through drunkery or druncation, whichever it is.
But yeah, basically, if she stops going after you guys, are you willing to drop it?
Yeah, we've been dropped it. That's kind of like, what the fuck?
No, I'm not trying to claim that you haven't. I acknowledge it's been a long time since you've said anything. It's been weeks since Chambers has said anything. I just... So that if Joy ends up seeing this, if she'll leave you guys alone, or will you leave her alone as well?
Yeah.
Yeah, like I said, I did one interview for a friend, and I've been dealing with some personal shit, so I've been quiet because personal shit I've been dealing with has been kind of a little traumatic. So it's just like, yeah, I don't got time to deal with Joy and her yahoos.
Yeah, and like that's the way to deal with it. And then now that we've got that covered, Beardy, do the BeTheBeard thing one more time.
Okay. All right, people. Shit happens. Life sucks sometimes. But that's why sometimes we have to stand up and make a difference. I'm talking about taking the responsibility into our own hands when we have the ability to do something about a problem. That's what being the Beard is really about. It's about taking responsibility for our lives, our communities, and making change. So in this case, to start things off, we're dealing with Hurricane Harvey. So earlier today, we raised over $1,000 to help provide food, water, and clothing directly on the scene through some people who are at Ground Zero. They're taking the money to a place that's providing shelter out of their own pocket for 4,000 people right now. So we're donating to that. But during the stream, I got this hat. And I said, I let everyone in the chat choose what went on it. And this is the prototype hat. I will be making many more. But for a donation of $5 or more to the Streamlabs, that's the link and all the information is down in the description of the video. $5 donation or more, everyone that you put in, you get your name put into the raffle. And at sometime in the next week here, we're going to announce the winner, and you will get the prototype hat mailed to you no matter where you are in the world. Fright Supremacy, the people who are hosting the whole event on Ground Zero, will be paying the shipping out of their own pocket for it. We will get this to you, and there will be more of them made, silk-screened ones, which all the money after the cost of manufacturing and whatever the websites take away will be going towards the Harvey Hurricane victims for a full month. So click the link down below, donate $5 or more, get a chance to win the prototype hat. Hashtag BeTheBeard. It's autographed and everything.
Exactly. Fucking. I mean, I know none of you really want the hat, but fucking donate.
Something fun. It's just something fun. Why not?
That's a dope ass hat. I want that hat.
I would buy one of those hats, but I'm actually saving to get the fuck out of this shithole state.
Yeah, that's why you just drop in $5 and get a chance in the raffle, and that's good enough.
Effort, also money.
Effort.
All right, so and now we're at the part where Samaj.
Yeah.
Who the fuck was here? Do that thing.
Do that thing. We had. We okay for quality there. We had Jeff Holiday. We had Wizard of Cause. We had his doppelganger at Dolphin Radio. Which
so literally, like, all my favorite people were here and left as soon as they heard I was coming.
Yep. Sounds like your lady situation.
No, Wizard of Cause is actually in the chat. Why the fuck you're here?
Oh, I know. I'm the wrong. I'm the wrong WOC. It's okay. But 100% less
that
testicle
seems like
can.
a pretty good. On top of that, we've got Based Mama. We've got Chambers of My Heart. Sorry about that.
Chain smokers of your heart.
No.
We got Jagan Political, who is also Gorax. Gorax is the far more entertaining of the two.
I am far more entertaining than
Gorax. Oh, I didn't realize you made a face when you made the voice. That's cute.
That's I have to make it work.
I've never been so excited in my life.
We also had Wellness Anonymous.
Then we've got everyone shut the fuck up. I'm closing this shit down. Then we got the Beard Varian. We got my two co-hosts.
Oh, Truffle Shuffle.
Oh, wait. No, I need to be presenting that. Do this until the stream's done. So we got Wrath of Controversy and Samaj said, you already, well, actually, most of you don't. We have far more viewers.
I don't know what those women was singing about.
All right, so we got all those guys. We got me.
See, now you said milkshake. Now I want to go watch There Will Be Blood.
Yeah.
Now, all you do that thing I always say,
fuck off.
And also, wait, I do have to mention Tiki Bomber exists.